When you see clean creeks and rivers in your area, maybe you'll think twice about the people who helped to make that way. The nonprofit organization took on the heat today to rid Salado Creek of trash.
Yeah, River Aid San Antonio makes sure the city's waterways are free of debris. Our Jonathan Cotto spent the morning with those volunteers as they cleaned up the creek.
Today we're here with our regular volunteers and with Amazon. They're partnered with us to help us pick up trash in Salado Creek.
Today, a little over 30 volunteers stepped in to help River Aid San Antonio pick up trash from a portion of Salado Creek.
Today we're just trying to pick up as much as possible.
In just a few hours, volunteers have collected over 1,000 pounds of trash.
Honestly, pretty shocked. I've done river cleanups in other states before, but when I came here, the amount of trash, per square feet, was super alarming.
This is just a fraction of the amount of garbage volunteers are faced with every time they come out to the creek in their cleanup efforts. Now, this here is what they call easy trash. It's easy to spot, it's easy to pick up, but there are a number of challenges that they are met with along this trail. Among the garbage, some interesting finds.
I was able to find an intact bullet, shell casings. We were able to find an entire bicycle, parts of even a grocery cart. So there's a lot of heavy items as well.
The nonprofit says just a couple of months ago, they picked up over 6,000 pounds of trash.
I feel really satisfied. Everyone here came in one piece, left one piece. We all did our best.
And if you're interested in lending a helping hand, Santos says everyone can volunteer in their own way and on their own time.
You can make that small difference. You can pick up that one piece of trash. If you go on a hike or if you just walking around the neighborhood, you can just bring a bag with you. You can just pick up trash as you walk along. That does make a difference.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Hot day to be out there doing that or anything else.
Oh my goodness, yes. And those clouds right there, those puffy cumulus clouds, are a bit of a tease. Because really we're not seeing all that much out there. Just east of 281, there's a couple of stray showers and storms, but generally it's been a hot day. We hit 100 degrees again. Now the aquifer is actually up half a foot over the past 24 hours. Over the weekend, there's a lot less pumping, so that explains why the aquifer is up a bit. Moles are low at 440, but they are up just a tiny bit. And again, outside right now, it's currently 98 degrees, but it feels closer to 100. And as I mentioned, we already hit 100 degrees. Tonight, temperatures will be falling into the 80s. It's going to be a breezy one. Coming up, I've got to look at the radar. Again, there are a couple of lucky folks out there getting some stray showers. I'll have those details and what you can expect for the rest of your weekend coming up.
All right, Sarah, before we went into the break, you said there's clouds out there. They're not doing much. I will challenge you and say they're providing free shade.
Hey, okay.
Necessary.
All right,
Which
I'll
helps
take that. I'll take that. And with the breeze, it's not too bad.
Yes.
It's still hot, though.
Okay.
But today was our 44th 100-degree day, so I think we're used to the heat by now. All right, there are a couple of folks who got lucky and got a stray shower and even a thunder shower. Take a look at the radar right now. You can see in B County, closer to the coast, there was a brief thunderstorm. Also across areas in DeWitt County and in Victoria County. Right now, we've got one area of rain right through Poth, right along 181 there. I'm sorry, Floresville, this is going to miss you just to the east. And again, it's very short-lived. Just a quick downpour there in Wilson County to the east of Floresville and to the south of Floresville near Poth. And where the rain fell today, not too much. For some folks, Lucky Backyard's got about half an inch to an inch of rain closer to where these green colors are in B County, Victoria County, and DeWitt County. But again, if you saw rain today, you were one of the lucky ones. And much like today, tomorrow east of 281, there's only going to be a 10% chance of a stray shower in the afternoon. If you're west of 281, absolutely no chance for rain. I heard that Mega Millions is up to about 700 million or something. I think you got a better chance at winning that than getting the rain. But generally, again, we are stuck in a rut when it comes to the weather. Hot with not much rain over the Four Corners region. That's where the center of the high pressure system is. We've had some severe weather this afternoon across the northern tier of the United States through parts of Illinois and even into Kentucky, as well as across parts of Nebraska. But this heat high is blocking out out the rain for us in San Antonio. And honestly, it's making much of the nation hot. Heat advisories through the Central Plains, even out through to New York City. Here's a look at current temperatures. Earlier in New York, it was 93 degrees. And so very hot all across the nation. Most folks are warmer than average this weekend, dealing with a bit of a heat wave. Now today, our high temperature was 100. That's a preliminary high. With another hour or two of daytime heating, we could see that number go up. But still, again, our 44th 100-degree day and hotter than average by about 4 to 5 degrees. Outside right now, still dealing with a bit of a heat index. The yellow numbers are temperatures. The white numbers rather are temperatures, and the yellow numbers are heat index value. You can see, for example, in New Braunfels, 101 with a heat index of 104. Generally, temperatures are in the triple digits with a heat index value just a couple of degrees hotter. Now, this evening is going to be windy. If you have Saturday night plans, maybe date night plans, know that it's going to be windy. Gusts up to about 25 miles per hour from the southeast, and it's going to be humid too. Temperatures will fall into the 80s. It's going to be warm and humid. And tomorrow, we're going to do it all over again. Very similar day. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast starting at 7 o'clock early tomorrow. Early risers, those going to church, it's going to be warm and humid. Temperatures are going to be climbing to 91 degrees by noon. And then as we head into the afternoon, forecasting a high temperature of 102. Much like today, east of 281, there is going to be a 10% chance for a stray lottery-winning shower. And you can see that in the future cast here for you. Again, just a couple of isolated showers and perhaps a thunder shower east of 281 between about 3 to 8 p.m. Otherwise, expect the heat. Here's a look at neighborhood high temperatures. 100 in Bernie, 102 San Antonio, 103 Seguin. New Braunfels, it'll be 102 in your backyard and 102 in Hondo. And unfortunately, I cannot promise drought-soaking rain over the next 7 days. The best we can do is an isolated shower or storm Thursday through Saturday. So not good rain chances for us. Temperatures still in the triple digits. Hey, coming up on the night beat, I'm going to tell you what this drought has been doing to our local rivers and even our local lakes. You're going to want to stick around for that, especially if you're planning on going floating tomorrow.
Which a lot of people are.
They are.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
Might be doing a lot of walking instead of floating in some areas. Thank you, Sarah. All right, Larry, Amari Cooper, no longer a Cowboy, but he still has some thoughts on his former team.
Yeah, he sure does indeed. So Amari Cooper yesterday took a subtle shot at Cowboys offensive coordinator Kellen Moore in regards to wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. It's pretty interesting. And why does Coach Kenny feel ready to lead Incarnate Word football? He'll tell you coming up.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Heading into training camp next week, CeeDee Lamb is the Dallas Cowboys' #1 wide receiver. Amari Cooper was traded to Cleveland, and Michael Gallup is coming back from an ACL injury. So that currently leaves Lamb as the boys' top receiving threat. And according to Cooper, Lamb is ready to be the man if Cowboys offensive coordinator Kellen Moore gives him a chance. Here's what Coop told 1310 The Ticket in Dallas.
CeeDee been ready. CeeDee has been ready. Again, it's just about opportunity. I think if Kellen decides to, feature him, he's definitely ready to step up. CeeDee is a playmaker. I'm just reminded of that Vikings game, when we were breaking the huddle. He was ready. He was ready then. He's like, I want this fade. So, and then we all seen what he's able to do when you throw him a fade. So, he's been ready. He's gonna make the plays when his jersey number is called, and I can't wait to see it happen.
Boys clearly feel Lamb is ready for a bigger role, and Coop is confident in his former teammate. Now, many feel the Houston Texans are going to have a horrible season, and when it comes to video games, Madden 23 doesn't give them any love at all. Madden's team ratings are out, and the Texans are last out of 32 teams with an overall rating of 74. Madden does say these ratings fluctuate throughout the NFL season and are influenced by real-world results. The Buccaneers are #1 with an overall rating of 92. The Super Bowl champ Rams come in third at 88, and the Cowboys are 7th with an 86. SEC Media Days wrapped up Thursday in Atlanta, Georgia, and Texas A&M was under the spotlight as the last team to talk. Head coach Jimbo Fisher, defensive back Damani Richardson, and offensive lineman Layden Robinson represented the maroon and white. Jimbo said this season his offensive line will be a strength. Last year, due to injuries, Jimbo had to start true freshman Bryce Foster at center and a freshman at right tackle and Reuben Fatherly. Their inexperience showed at times, but this season should be different thanks to one specific mindset.
Dedication not to let our quarterback get touched. that's big, and that's how the old school lines work. Coach Adazio has very implemented that in us. Like, nobody touches our quarterback. We create movement on the line. We worry about the down linemen, and we worry about the linebackers. It's just that old school raw mentality, and that's the best mentality to me because that lets you know what type of offensive line you are from the go and up front.
Foster was added to the Remington Watch List, presented annually to the most outstanding center in NCAA Division I college football. Led by first-year head coach G.J. Kinney, and Carnarvon football took part in the Southland Conference Football Media Day this week. Kinney has taken over a program that went 10-3 last season and 7-1 in conference to win its first outright Southland title under then head coach Eric Morris. Kinney was asked, why does he feel prepared for this opportunity?
My background and the people I've been around, the coaches I've been around, really molded me for this opportunity, and I believe God, put me on this earth to coach football and to develop young men and mold young men, and so yeah, it's exciting to be in San Antonio, excited to be back in Texas.
Kinney and his Cardinals will open the 2022 season at home September 3rd. That's a Saturday with Southern Illinois University. In USL Championship Soccer, San Antonio FC is number 1 in the West with 43 points, 3 points better than second place Colorado Springs. SAFC is riding a 4-match winning streak in USL Championship play, matching the club's longest winning streak this season. A win tonight at El Paso would secure the club's first ever Copa Tejas. It's not the ultimate goal for this season, but San Antonio will be thrilled to get their hands on a trophy.
Obviously, Copa Tejas isn't a league-sponsored trophy, but nonetheless, we still want to win it. It's always good to win silverware, and it's great for the fans, too, and it's a Texas trophy. We want to be the best in Texas, so that's a big goal of ours.
SAFC will play at El Paso Locomotive FC tonight at 8:30. The San Antonio Athenians are in Ludlow, Massachusetts to play in the United Women's Soccer National Championship Tournament. San Antonio ended the regular season 7-1-2, scoring 32 goals and only conceding 5. Tonight in the UWS semifinals, they'll take on the Chicago Mustangs. San Antonio advanced to the national tournament last season, losing in the semis.
Well, we went to nationals last year, so it definitely speaks to us continuing our program. We lost in the semifinals, so we definitely want to come home with the championship this year.
We analyzed the team that we're playing against, the Chicago Mustangs, and of course, there's always that little spice that I call it, because it's the semifinal, is the national tournament. But if not, we trust in every single one of them, and we hope are the best.
The Athenians and Mustangs will play tonight at 6 from Lusitano Stadium in Ludlow, Massachusetts. And check out the line waiting to get inside Wolf Stadium last night to watch the Missions host the Corpus Christi Hooks. That's impressive. It was ugly Christmas sweater jersey giveaway, and Houston Astros right-hander Lance McCullers Jr. was the Hooks starting pitcher. McCullers has missed the entire season with a strained flexor mass in his right arm. Last night he kickstarted his 30-day rehab window with the Double-A club. He went 2 innings as scheduled and threw 28 of his 40 pitches for strikes. He hit 1 batter, allowed 2 singles, 1 double, 1 run with 3 strikeouts.
It was good, it's nice to be back out there. Wasn't too nervous. I enjoyed competing again for sure. And it's a little bit different. I've been throwing just live BPs over and over and over to our own hitters. So to get out there against another team, real game atmosphere, it was nice. And other than maybe a changeup or 2 that I didn't really execute, I was really happy with my stuff.
You know what? His first call to the majors happened right here in San Antonio. We'll have that for you tonight on the Night Beat.
I need to know more about these ugly Christmas sweaters in July. That sounds a little.
We have 2 in sports. You can have one if you want.
I'm going to have to come take a look. Thank you, Larry.
What about me?
You can have one as well.
Oh, thanks, Larry.
Be right back.
As you can see, there are some teeny tiny showers generally east of 281. One's working its way up 181 toward Elmendorf, perhaps making it to Calaveras Lake. But again, don't get your hopes up. It's just going to be hot over the next several days. Another 10% chance for a stray shower east of 281. But again, don't bank on the rain, bank on the heat. 100 just about every single day.
We're used to it by now.
Yes, we are. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here for the Night Beat tonight at 10.
Have a good evening.